Hey y'all, I'm back with more news and commentary you can use. Listen y'all, I just want to say thank you so much for continuing to support the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you all. I want to give a big shout out and say hello to my new subscribers, new supporters, and thank you all so much, those of you who have been rocking with me since day one and have, joined along the way. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Listen y'all, first of all, I hope you're doing well. I hope your family is doing well. I want to come on, this video is kind of long overdue, but I want to talk to you all about what's happening in the state of California. Okay, so you all know right here on the channel I've talked about California several times, about how they're dealing with the droughts, the water shortages, all kind of things are happening in California, right? So I want to come on and talk about the fact that California is under a state of emergency. Okay, praying for the people of California. I know there are some of you, maybe several of you, tuned in watching me from the West Coast, and so I pray that you're doing well, your family is doing well, and that you're able to get all the things you need, and that you're safe, most importantly. Okay, listen y'all, this news, there were several sources that I could have referenced, right? But on Al Jazeera News, they're saying that Biden has now declared a state of emergency for storm hit California. Okay, so I'm going to give you some details, tell you what's going on, and if you're watching from California, or you have loved ones, or even if you want to comment on what's going on, please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Okay, all right. According to Al Jazeera, okay, U.S. President Joe Biden has approved an emergency declaration for California after a week of storms, it says, that have caused at least 12 people to lose their life since December 31st, and knocked out power. Okay, knocked out power for hundreds of thousands of homes and businesses in the state. Okay, the article also says that the emergency declaration authorizes the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or commonly known or referred to as FEMA, to coordinate disaster relief efforts and mobilize emergency resources, the White House said in a statement. Okay, so for those of you all who are wondering, or you see a lot of times, okay, they declared a state of emergency, what does that really mean? That, like it says, it basically authorized them to make available emergency resources, money, things like that, so that they can help those who are in need. Okay, more than 120,000 homes and businesses were still without power in California, the article says, early on Monday, according to data from poweroutage.us, after a massive storm last week that disrupted road travel with flash floods, rock slides, and toppled trees, it says. The National Weather Service warned of, and I quote, now listen, y'all don't have to help me understand what this is, right? The National Weather Service warned of, and I quote, relentless parade of atmospheric rivers. Okay, I never heard of that. Have y'all heard of atmospheric rivers? The article says that it is storms that are long plumes of moisture stretching out into the Pacific Ocean and capable of dropping staggering amounts of rain and snow. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some research. I just can't get a mental picture of what that is, but feel free to explain. Okay, maybe you can explain it better than what the article did. Okay, I never heard of that, atmospheric rivers. Okay, the article says in the past week, several weather, y'all. It's late, y'all. Please forgive me. Okay, in the past week, severe weather. I can't believe I said several weather. In the past week, severe weather, y'all. Okay, this is, I'm making a joke of me messing up the word, but this situation is not funny at all. Okay, in the past week, severe weather has spawned violent wind gusts that toppled trucks, flooded the streets of small towns along northern California's coast, and churned up a storm surge that destroyed a pier in Santa Cruz, y'all. Okay, let's see what else it says here. Also, you can see there's pictures of, I'm gonna just kind of make this bigger so you can see it here. See the gentleman from the power company. He's working, it says, to repair a power line following storms in Mendocino, California. Okay, trees toppled and were on homes. Just lots of devastation. Mudslides. You can do an internet search and look at the different pictures and things like that. just widespread devastation. I don't want to show everything because some of it is, kind of graphic. Um, y'all, there was even what looks like a bridge. I'll show this one. But as you can see how there was a bridge there? It looks like, they're going to have to definitely repair that. Trees down, large trees. So, the fact that these are large trees, it definitely had to be some very strong and powerful winds. Okay. So, again, y'all, a lot is happening even still now, today in the state of California. Again, my prayers, thoughts and prayers are with the people of the state of California, that they may get everything they need and go without nothing. So again, y'all, in situations like this, I always say, all it takes is just one crisis situation. It seems like it's just something, speaking of severe weather, it just seems like, in the times that we're living in now, so many things are happening, not only in the U.S., but, around the world. So many different I call it unusual weather patterns are happening, and a lot of times it's like all at the same time. Even the winter storm, the recent winter storm, it's like every part of the United States, from the southeast, which is where I am, all the way to the north, and even California was a part of that winter storm, right? And as one subscriber shared with me, the subscriber was letting me know, supporter was letting me know that, hey, we have something else coming up behind this, and here it is. So if you're tuned in, I pray that you and your family are doing well. And so much is happening now more than ever. It seems like we all need to be prepared with our emergency food supply, our survival needs. If you're going on a day-to-day basis, now I can't tell you what to do, I can just make suggestions. But if you're going about and you're doing all these things, I'm not trying to tell anybody how to spend their money, but if you are going out shopping, traveling, whatever you're doing, make sure that you have some emergency food supply and survival needs at home. It doesn't have to be a national tragedy or a global tragedy. It could be something right in your own community, as a severe power outage, or look at what happened in Jackson, Mississippi, Memphis, Tennessee, and even some parts of Georgia, boil water advisories. Make sure you have emergency water in your, make sure you have water in your emergency food supply, as well as your survival needs. So I'm gonna, keep an eye out on this story. Again, I pray that the people of California, that they are able to get the things they need, that you all are safe. And it should be a call to some of us to say, you know what, let me make sure that, some people may say, okay, Andrea, well, if it's a situation where you have to evacuate your home, like, some of those people did, you may have to leave all that behind, which may be true, okay? But you should even, have some things maybe packed on the go, okay? To where if you have to pick up and leave at a moment's notice or a very short notice, you have a plan in place. I'm not telling you to live in fear or be scared, but, these are things that we, may need to think about, especially, like I said, with everything that's going on. I haven't even touched on this recently, but y'all, there's so many new diseases and sicknesses and things that are just popping up left and right. Every day on the news now. Every day on the news, it's like a new this, a new that, or this strand or that strand. So much is happening. There are medicine shortages. Okay, I showed you all in different stores how the medicine, I'm seeing a lot of empty spaces on the shelves. So, you may have to look at possibly, if it's what you choose to do. Now, don't just take my word for it. Andrea said I need to start using natural products. That's not what I'm saying. You may want to look at that as options to use in the event you cannot find over-the-counter medicine. But again, I'm going to ask you to do your own research. I'm not a physician. I'm not a medical professional. I'm just telling you, you may want to look at that. You may want to do your own research as other options, okay? But that's all I wanted to say in this video. Thank you all so much for your continued support. I know y'all, some of y'all like, what's going on? You wearing torn clothes? No, I have on a it's like a cardigan, but this is how the sleeves are made. So y'all, I'm not wearing I'm not intentionally wearing a torn up sweater. It's just how it's made. Okay, sometimes we gotta laugh, right, y'all? But again, thank you all so much for supporting the channel. I appreciate you. I read your comments. I have several comments that I need to respond to. You all know I try to always respond to your comments. But again, thank you all so much. I pray that you're doing well. Please take care of yourselves. Stay encouraged. I know the times we're living in, a lot of days is, you know, you can it's almost like you can never you feel like you can never do enough. But you know, like I said, don't get discouraged. You know, just the more you know, the more you're able to do. And so stay encouraged. Stay busy, but stay encouraged. Okay, y'all take care. I'll be back with more news and commentary you can use right here on Andrea Speaks TV. Y'all take care.